I start?
Yeah, you can start and I'll...
Lights, camera, action!
Hello, welcome to our YouTube video. I'm Laura Leyland. This is Vicky Taylor.
Hello!
Today's topic is how to look after your clients and their businesses, which is really important.
It's very important.
So
important.
Your clients are really important to you because without them, you probably wouldn't have much of a business. But rather than just delivering your products and services, you need to go above and beyond and go the extra mile to look after them. So Vicky, what would you say is your first tip?
Well, most importantly, you need to look after your team because they're the ones that are looking after your clients. So if your team are happy, they're performing well and doing the best job for their clients.
Yeah, because even though your clients are really important, your team should be more important, really.
They are, because they are, what's the phrase, like the wheels that keep
on turning.
Yeah, the business without them.
The wheels and the bus go round. But they should be your most treasured asset. And if you look after your team, your people, your employees, whatever you want to call them, if you look after them, then they will look after your customers for you. And then everybody wins.
Everyone's happy then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is what you want.
It is.
So it's super important. We've done loads of other videos as well on how to look after your team, so we won't get into it now because it's got so many
other bits that we need to cover.
Yeah, so check out our other videos. That's a little plug.
There we go.
Keep coming back to the channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
There you go. That's it. We're done now.
Yeah.
And then what else would you say? Like open, positive communication.
Yeah, that's really important to make sure that you're all. Yeah. Pick up the phone, do Teams, Zooms, meet them in person. Just make sure that you're in regular contact with them.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have an update.
Especially if you don't have an update. Tell them that because what is it? Time kills all deals is the same, but silence is people just, the longer time goes on without hearing anything, so whether you're a candidate waiting for feedback on a job, the longer that time goes on where you don't hear anything, as humans, unfortunately, we just naturally assume the worst. And so with your customers, whatever that is, I mean, obviously we do recruitment, if we've not sent them CVs for ages and not been in touch, they just assume that we're not doing any work.
Which is the total opposite.
Total opposite. Then they get really aggy with us, which you don't want. So to avoid that, always be in touch. Like Vicky says, text them, email them, pick up the phone, have meetings on Teams or face-to-face where you can and really solidifies those positive relationships.
Yes. And you want to explain things to them because obviously we work in recruitment and we understand everything that we go on about, but
well, most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. But you've got to understand that the people you're working with probably don't understand it as well as you understand it. So you need to make sure that you're explaining things to them. They have no idea why you're doing certain things, what you've done in the background. So, yeah, it's just making sure that you're clear and open about what's going on and explaining things in as much detail as possible.
Yeah, that's really important because when you do what you do, so obviously we'll relate it back to recruitment because that's what we do. So you might end up talking in technical speak or jargon that other people wouldn't understand. So we have something called a pre-close in our process. If we didn't explain that to you, you would never know what it is unless you've potentially worked in recruitment. So it's just making sure you outline your process, tell them what you've done. So if you're ringing them to say you've not got there's a delay in the product being delivered, or there's the reason why you've not sent any CVs, for example. But tell them what you have done. So you might be like, hey, Mr. Client, I've not got any CVs, but I've contacted hundreds of people on LinkedIn. I've spoken to 30 people. None of them were suitable. But tell them and show them what you've done, because as long as people understand that and you set and manage expectations, everyone is usually okay. Like, not many people are unreasonable, but the longer time goes on without any information or feedback, the more unreasonable people become.
Yes, definitely.
So really, it's your fault.
It's your fault if it goes wrong.
If you're not looking after your clients, then it's definitely your fault.
Yeah, and I think to add on to that as well, it's operating with pace and urgency with it as well. So it's making sure that you're working at a good speed for your client. We like to work quite quickly, don't we?
Yes, we do. Like
we do.
Tickers on crack sometimes.
We do. And that's to get the best outcome for our clients though, isn't it? Because without that, we'd lose candidates. So it's to get the best outcome for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. If you think about, as a customer, what you appreciate from the people that you buy from, so you want your product to be delivered quickly, you want candidates quickly to fill vacancies, you might want someone to come out quickly to fix your Wi-Fi or come and fix your boiler. Like, speed is really important. As long as it's done in the right way and it's not aggressive or pushy, or it comes across as though you're doing it for the wrong reasons because you just want to get it done and then sod off to another job or whatever. As long as you explain that that's why you're doing it, because you understand it's important, or for example in recruitment, we operate with speed because we don't want to lose candidates. So as long as you explain that, people generally appreciate it. And then obviously if you're efficient and productive and you're really helping people, they're just going to keep coming back to you.
Yes. And then an important thing is to always thank your clients when they do something really good. So whether that's if they pay an invoice on time,
especially if they pay on time,
if they've been flexible and moved things to accommodate, say, interviews in our situation, it's to thank them for the good things that they do, even if it's only something tiny. But the fact that it's helped us and they've done that is to say thank you to them, because I think a lot of time people focus on the negatives, don't they? Stuff that's going wrong. And it's like, no, this has gone right this time. So put in all the good vibes out into the atmosphere. Yeah.
I feel like, is it the law of attraction where what you want to happen, you kind of put out into the universe? And obviously, thoughts alone cannot give you what you want. But by thinking positively and operating with gratitude and being thankful, the good things and the positive things will happen if you focus on all the negative things. And that's what will happen. So it's putting positive karma and good vibes out there. And sometimes it's the small things that matter the most. Just tiny little things, like you might think paying an invoice on the date it's due or a day earlier is not a big thing, but it really is. Especially if you think about if everyone paid late, it's going to cause a lot of stress to businesses, especially if they're small. And like Vicky said, we do get too caught up in the negatives. You bitch about things when things are not going right, or when people are being a bit aggy or a bit rude to you. So to balance that, you really need to say thank you and appreciate the positives and the little things.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that we're doing this year, which I think is a great idea. We did it last year as well, didn't we? So we send out Christmas presents to all our clients, along with a holiday card of all us in Christmas jumpers, feeling very festive, just to say thank you for the business. And it's something small.
Who doesn't like getting presents?
I know, yeah.
And who doesn't like chocolate?
Yeah, that's what it is. Chocolate, yeah. Who doesn't want to get some chocolate?
So we send out this year. We're actually adding in some coffee bags with a QR code on to positive mental health support as well. What else? So we've got a crazy Christmas card. We've got our chocolates, which are in beautiful boxes this year, and an additional piece of information to take everybody to mental health support if they need it. So even if you've got loads of clients and it's going to be really expensive, just do a holiday card, because it's just a nice little touch. It's another touch point from you to them, and they'll put it up with all the other Christmas cards. You might have your logo on it, and they'll just think kindly of you and see your logo about more, and they might ring you with more work
and get to see our faces.
And who doesn't want that?
No.
I think that's all of our tips,
think we've covered everything there, haven't we?
Some good information in there.
It's a lot, so hopefully it helps.
Yes, go forth and conquer. Be nice to your clients.
Yeah, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
See you later.
Bye.